Did you know that luck is completely determined and it's not up to fate or anything like that? Luck is something that you create for yourself. And if you don't have any luck in your life, well then you're simply not creating any. And that's why I want to share this book with you today. In this video, we will be looking at the main points from this book called Luck, what it is and how to create it by a renowned professor. So if you are ready to understand what luck really is, then let's get into it right now. Chapter 1. Creating your own luck. You see, success is not something that happens by accident or by luck. Instead, it is often the result of careful planning and preparation. This is a story about a man named Mr. McCormick. He was a simple tool merchant who lived in a small village, but he had a dream of becoming the biggest supplier of tools in the entire country. Now, most people would say that this is an impossible task, but Mr. McCormick didn't let that stop him. Every day, he would study the market, looking for ways to improve his business. He knew that in order to become the biggest supplier in the country, he needed to do something different, something creative. After months of research, he finally came up with an idea. He would start producing his own tools, instead of just selling other people's tools. This was a risky move, but it paid off big time. His tools were of high quality and affordable prices, which quickly made him popular among the customers. Soon, he was receiving orders from all over the country, and before long, he became the biggest supplier of tools in the entire nation. This story illustrates that luck is not something that just happens by accident. It is something that you create for yourself through your actions. The lesson here is that in order to be successful, you need to be creative and innovative in your thinking. You need to come up with new and better ways of doing things. If you are willing to put in the effort, you can create your own luck and achieve your goals. Chapter 2. The distinction of planning luck. Now, some people may argue that planning ahead is unnecessary since they believe that everything is already predetermined by fate or destiny. However, this viewpoint overlooks the reality that our lives are greatly influenced by the decisions we make every day. While we may not have control over every outcome, we do have the power to shape our own destinies through our choices and actions. By planning ahead, we can increase our chances of success and create the life we want for ourselves. Chapter 3. Execution of strategic goals. The key to success is to have a clear understanding of what you want to achieve and then take the necessary steps to make it happen. Listen, success is not a matter of luck. It is a result of hard work, dedication, and a well-executed plan. Take, for example, the oil industry. When it first began, there were many different companies all trying to claim the biggest piece of the pie. However, as the industry grew, these companies realized that they had more in common than they did apart. They started working together, sharing resources and expertise to maximize their profits. They formed joint stock companies where they pooled their money together to fund new ventures. This allowed them to take on bigger risks, but instead of competing against each other, they decided to cooperate. As a result, the oil industry became one of the most successful and powerful industries in the world. The lesson here is that success is not about being the biggest or the strongest. It is about working together with others to achieve a common goal. By understanding this, you can find ways to cooperate with others to create new opportunities for yourself. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. It requires a lot of preparation, focus, and resilience. But if you have a clear goal in mind and you are willing to put in the effort, then you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Chapter 4. What planning requires. To plan effectively, you need to have a clear understanding of your goals and the resources available to you. Once you have a clear understanding of your goals, you can start to develop a plan to achieve them. This plan should include the steps you need to take, the resources you will need, and the timeline for completing each step. It is also important to be aware of the limitations and constraints that may affect your ability to execute your plan. These could include financial constraints, time limitations, or the availability of resources. Once you have developed your plan, it is important to regularly review and evaluate your progress. This will help you to stay on track and make any necessary adjustments along the way. Chapter 5. Final thoughts on designing luck. Planning is an essential part of creating your own luck. By setting goals and creating a plan to achieve them, you increase your chances of success and create the life you want for yourself. Remember that luck is not something that just happens by accident. It is something that you create for yourself. Don't wait for luck to smile on you. Instead, take control of your destiny and create your own luck. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about how to create your own luck, I highly recommend reading the full book. It is a great read and full of insights that can help you on your journey towards success. Until next time, thanks for watching.